Good morning, besties. It is 8 a.m. and I am heading to the coast this morning, having a beach day with the squad. Part of me thinks it's crazy to think that some of you don't know who the squad is, but also part of me thinks it's crazy that some of you do know, because that means you've been around since like 2018 or something. I call them the squad because that's like what we called our friendship group in high school. You know how you're just like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, and rather than just like naming every single person, it just kind of became, oh, I'm just gonna go hang out with this squad, you know? I don't even know where the name came from. Either way, doesn't matter. That was like my friendship group in high school, and then when we all went to uni, we actually lived together for like almost 2 years, I think, which were literally some of the most fun years of my life. Like, I'm so glad that I got to live with friends. It was so fun. And now obviously we're all doing our own thing, but we still try to catch up whenever we can. It's like the type of friendship group that you don't see that often, but when you do, everything just kind of goes back to how it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like nothing's really changed, and I love it. But anyway, gonna pop on probably an audiobook I'm feeling. Assassin's Blade. Do I want to feel pain this morning? Maybe. Yeah, why not? Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Good morning, besties. We are heading out, get some things done this morning. I'm about to head to the shops. I'm filming a like sponsored TikTok today, which is really fun for a really cool brand. So I need to get some like snacks for that video. I don't know when it's going up, so I don't know if it'll be up by the time. It might not be up by the time you guys see this vlog. I need to go get some snacks for that, but I also just like need some groceries, so we'll obviously do both of those things. I need to go to the post office to pick up a package for me and for Liam, and I think that's it. I've also had a really productive morning. I have smashed out a bunch of stuff that I've been meaning to do all week, and I just like haven't had the chance to do, but it's been really like clouding my brain. You know when you like have a lot of things on your to-do list and you just can't stop thinking about them? I feel like that's been me all week because I've just had a really busy week, so I haven't been able to like actually get the stuff done that I should be doing, which is my own fault, obviously, but I've done all those things this morning, which just feels so good. Anyways, as Emily Kaiser would say, let's go. Did I just go do all the things I needed to do? Yes. Did I film any of them? No. So sorry. You really missed a lot. Grocery shopping, post office, pretty crazy stuff going on, but it's like 11. I don't usually have lunch this early, but I am very much in the mood to have lunch right now. And honestly, I could really go for some Macca's. I haven't had it in a little bit, and I'm just kind of like, that does sound really good. Part of me is like, maybe do IG, but then I'm like, oh, Macca's. Got Macca's. It's like the Macca's Monopoly thing now. So you like get to rip off the little Monopoly thing. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna explain it. I never actually like tried to win things, but I just think it's really fun to peel off the little thing. As always, I got nuggets. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about the sauce. As featured in Marvel Studios' Loki, like sweet and sour sauce was featured in Loki. Okay, pop off, I guess. Yeah. I've eaten my lunch. We have some packages, so we could open them together. I don't know what all of them are, but I guess we'll find out together. This one I do know what it is, because I ordered it. And it looks like it has been through the trenches. Like, what on earth? This is from Amazon, but like US Amazon. So maybe it has been through the trenches. It's come a long way. Okay, first up we have yes, Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Have I already read this book? Yes. Do I already own a copy? Yes. But do I own the US edition? No, I do not. Let me show you my Emily Henry collection. This is my little Emily Henry shrine, honestly. And I have been collecting the US editions of her books as well. Why? Honestly, just because I like them. And they're really not that expensive. Like, sometimes buying the US edition is really expensive and sometimes it's not. So because it was not super pricey, I thought, yeah, I think I need it. And don't they just look so beautiful? I love the US editions, I can't lie. Should I put my happy place this way? Maybe I'll do it like that. Gorgeous, stunning, beautiful, perfect. If I like something, I'll just buy it in every color. And then the other thing in that package is, I'm so excited about this. This is the Truly Devious box set. I actually read these, oh, did I read them this year or last year? I think maybe last year. I could be wrong. I think I read the first one in 2021 and then I reread it. I think it must have been last year. Oh, forgive me if I'm wrong. Either way, I read them, I really enjoyed them. I haven't stopped thinking about them. I borrowed them from the library when I read them, so I never had the physical copies of them. And because I haven't stopped thinking about them, I was like, yeah, let's add these to my library. I love the covers of these. Shall we find a spot for them too? I feel like they should go up there next to Box in the Woods, but are my shelves full? Yes. So we're gonna have to rearrange a few bits. For those of you saying I need a new shelf, you're probably right, but I'm probably gonna just continue packing them onto these ones for now. I know this is a terrible angle, but at least you can see what's going on. They look so good together. Beautiful. I think I need to rearrange these soon, but I'll do like a proper rearranging another time because it'll take some time. I'm very, very picky with how my shelves are organized. I'm not like super happy with that, but I'll probably change it another time. Also, I've lent out some of my Good Girls Guide to Murder and Dreamland Billionaires books. So this would be full if I had those books, and like it will be full when those people return them. My shelves are always missing books because people are borrowing them, which I do not mind at all, but I feel like I always get comments like, why do you only have like the third book in a series? But it's just because they're being borrowed. I got very distracted from opening these packages. This one feels like a book, but I don't know what it is. What the? I'm so confused. No. No. Oh. I ordered this, but this is not the one I ordered. Oh, that makes me actually very angry. I ordered the German edition of Magnolia Parks, and this is the German edition. However, the one that I ordered had like stenciled sprayed edges, and this does not. It is a beautiful, like it's beautiful, but like this is not the copy that I ordered. I'm gonna have to, oh, that's so annoying. I will say though, like this is a beautiful, like obviously they're very similar, but they're still, like this is the UK or like Australian one. Like it is really beautiful. Like part of me wants to keep it, but part of me is like, I paid not like a lot of money, but like I paid a decent amount of money for the like sprayed edges one. Anyway, if you can't tell, I order a lot of impractical books. I feel like all I've shown you so far are books that I've already read, / a book that's in a different language that I've already read. Like, did I need any of them? No. But there is just something so special about collecting like different copies of your favorite book. Book collecting is a whole separate hobby. We all know this. We also have this last package, which I know the brand that it's from, but I don't know like what's actually inside. Ta-da! Whoa, it actually like smells very good. Oh wow, there's a lot of things in here. Okay, I'll quickly go through them. We have some micellar water. Wait, it's micellar hyaluronic aloe water. Cleanses, replumps, and removes makeup. I love Garnier micellar water. I like use it all the time. So like that's really exciting. I'm excited to try that out. A shampoo bar. Again, very intrigued. Micellar reusable eco pads. That's actually very handy because I don't have any like reusable pads just to like put your micellar water on. Oh, and another shampoo bar. So we have banana, aloe vera, and watermelon. Stunning. Body superfood. Hydrating gel cream. All of this stuff smells so good. And then we have some hyaluronic aloe plumping serum and vitamin C brightening serum. I'm very intrigued. And then lastly, we have some face masks. These look so cute, so fun, giving sleepover vibes. Thank you so much, Garnier. That's so fun. Hello my friends, happy Thursday. I am currently trying to finish off some last minute tasks because it's 3:30 right now and Liam and I are heading away for a bit of a long weekend to the sunny coast after he gets home from work tonight. I think we probably won't be leaving here until like, I don't even know, maybe like 7. And I think I will bring my computer with me so that I can do some work, but I'm just trying to do those last minute emails and like random admin bits and editing bits and stuff before I can like sign off and then just focus on like packing and getting all our stuff together. I've written myself like a little mini to-do list of things that I want to get done. I need to send some insights, so I need to get those together. But yeah, it's actually been such a nice day today. I've had like a pretty chill day just like at home, just like random work bits and pieces, but like haven't had to leave the house, which is I feel like the first half of this week was a lot busier for me, but today we're kind of chilling. Like obviously still trying to get some things done, but it's just a lot more like laid back, I guess, which is it's so nice not to feel like rushed. I'm talking to you guys as if I can do 2 things at once, which I definitely can't. So I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm gonna go continue doing this and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Today, while I've been doing random things like washing our sheets and like cleaning and just like random things, I've been listening to the audiobook of The Assassin's Blade. And it's so interesting because I know I've mentioned this like in previous videos, but within the Throne of Glass series, the first time I read it, I said Crown of Midnight and The Assassin's Blade are probably like my 2 least favorite in the series. In saying that, like literally still love every single book in the series, but compared to some of the other books, like those 2 are just like not my favorite. And then recently I read Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, and I've always loved Throne of Glass, so I loved that one. And then I did my reread of Crown of Midnight, and I actually enjoyed it like way more than the first time I read it. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I noticed the value in it upon a reread. Like I realized how important it was to the series, and like I loved it so much. And obviously I've started listening to The Assassin's Blade. I'm jumping back and forth between like the physical books and the audiobooks because I really like listening to books that I've already read because it doesn't feel like I'm like missing anything. Sometimes when I listen to audiobooks I get scared that I'm like missing things because I might be doing another task at the same time. So I find rereads just a great audiobook option. However, not the point. I think I'm about halfway through The Assassin's Blade, and again, I'm loving it so much more than I did the first time. And it's just like so crazy to me. I'm doing this while I multitask again. I know I just said I can't multitask and I probably will fail at this, but yeah, I just enjoyed it so much more than I thought I was going to upon the reread, and that just makes me so happy because if I'm loving the books that like weren't my favorite the first time I read through that series, imagine how much I'm going to love my favorite books, which I was thinking about it today. I was like, what are my favorite books in Throne of Glass? I'm definitely not multitasking right now. And I think, I don't know. I think it's either Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, or Kingdom of Ash, which is like literally half the series. But I'll let you know when I finish all of the rereads because I feel like I'll have a better judge after that point. I don't know. I think maybe Queen of Shadows? We'll see. In my brain, it's kind of blurred as to what happens in each book. Like they all kind of blur into one a little bit for the most part. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. Good morning guys, it is Friday and we are at the Sunshine Coast and it feels so good. We got here kind of like late last night, which is always like sad getting to the beach at night because it doesn't feel like you're at the beach because you can't see the beach. But then when you wake up in the morning and you come out to like this view, that's the best thing ever. We've had such a perfect morning. Coffee, chilling, walk by the beach, and we went to a secondhand bookstore, which I always love checking out when we're here. And I actually found Morningstar while we were there, which is, I think this is the second book in like the Red Rising series. I'm not sure if there's an actual name for this, unless it's the third book. Either way, I bought Red Rising like last week, and so when I saw this for $6, I was like, absolutely. So I got that, but we just packed a bag and we are going to the beach. I'm so excited. The weather is pretty good. It's a little cloudy, but still stunning. We're already home again. Why did that feel like it was over in a blink? It's Sunday today and we are having the biggest Sunday reset ever. I think my groceries arrived. Washing is on. That's the second load. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, what are these? Do you build them? Oh stop, this is so cute. Like a little figurine.
Which one do you have?
Supergirl. What do you have?
Superman.
You got Superman? We're meant to be. Ours can be besties. Besties. Groceries are done. I actually ordered them online last night while we were at the coast so that they would come like a couple hours after we got home, which is so nice. Like, I don't know why I've never thought of that before, because the idea of like going grocery shopping after coming home from a weekend away is like not my favorite thing to do. So like being able to come home and it's just like at my front door. Perfect. Like I mentioned, clothes are being washed. Most of the cleaning is done. I want to do a bit more vacuuming, but I'm waiting for the vacuum to continue charging. We also have a house inspection on Tuesday, which just means we're trying to obviously do a good deep clean. This is definitely like not a Sunday reset task, but I'm doing it anyway. Basically, in my reading journal, I have a few pages at the front where I obviously log all of the books that I have read, but I've run out of space and I didn't then it just like moves on to the next spread. So I'm making a new page that I'm just going to insert like tape in there, which does suck a little bit because it's going to be like in between the two pages because I can't put it on the next page because it's just different. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making sense. I didn't expect to read as many books as I have, which I guess is a good thing, but sad for my spread. The first one I did light pink and dark pink, and then the second one I did light orange and dark orange. So I'm kind of like, what should I do this time? Maybe like green or blue? We'll see. I thought I would end off this weekly vlog by talking about the books that I read this week. I used to do this at the end of every single one of my weekly vlogs back in 2021. I would like sit down and just like talk about the books that I read that week, and I don't really do that anymore because I mostly just make like dedicated reading videos, but the books that I want to talk about are not going to be featured in any other video, so I thought let's just talk about them. I did read another one that is going to be featured in a video, so you guys will have to wait to see my thoughts on that one, but the other two that I read this week were The Assassin's Blade and Wildfire by Hannah Grace. So The Assassin's Blade was a reread for me, and like I mentioned throughout this video, I was doing like a mix between physical book and audiobook, which I really enjoyed. I think all of the Sarah J Maas audiobooks are really good. I think they're all by the same narrator, and I just feel like she does a really great job. But like I mentioned earlier this week, previously when I read this series last year, The Assassin's Blade and Crown of Midnight were my least favorites, and upon the reread I enjoyed both of those two books more than I originally did, and I'm really glad that I did the reread because this specifically was just so good as a reread because there are so many things that are mentioned in this book that the series comes back to later on, and I feel like the first time when I was reading this series I didn't notice a lot of those like parallels and things like that. So I really enjoyed this. It caused me a lot of pain, especially because I knew it was coming, but it was just so good. I also have one of my friends reading this series at the moment, and it's so interesting hearing her thoughts as she reads it for the first time and I read it for the second time, because obviously like I know everything that's going to happen, and whilst that is really fun and still very enjoyable, and I just love rereading my favorite books, it's become something that I have just like fallen in love with this year, like doing rereads. Fun hearing her thoughts and just like where she thinks the series is going and like what she thinks of it so far, because I feel like I probably thought many of the same thoughts when I was reading the series for the first time. So reading for the second time is just a completely different experience, and I just like cannot recommend doing a reread of your favorite book enough. Like I really like go reread one of your favorite books because it is just so fun, and I loved it. 5 stars, obviously. I think every single book that I reread from Sarah J Maas is probably going to be 5 stars, even if it wasn't the first time, because they're all so good. And the other book that I read this week is Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is actually an ARC. I was very, very, very lucky to receive a limited edition advanced reader's copy, which is what this one is, and that's why we have Aurora on one side and Russ on the other side, but the final copy will have both of them on the front cover. I'll try and insert a picture for you guys, and it will also have a pink spine, I'm pretty sure, based on the like photos that I've seen. I definitely will be purchasing my own copy of like the final released one because I think it's so cute, and obviously I want it on my shelf. But I also feel very, very blessed to have an ARC, but of course that doesn't sway my opinion. I'm still going to be honest with my review about this. If you guys don't remember, I think I rated Icebreaker 4 stars. I liked it, but I didn't like love it, but I had a lot of fun with it. And I think honestly this book gave me very, very similar feelings to the first book. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. It didn't give me those like 5-star feelings, but it was a fun time. I had such an enjoyable reading experience. If you don't know what this one is about, we follow Aurora and Russ. Russ is featured in the first book. He is the guy that Stacy like fake dates for like an hour in the bar because he works in the bar, but he's on the hockey team. I think he's the goalkeeper, and he is like kind of the more like shy but really sweet guy. He's not like super confident, not super loud, so he's not like just gonna go up to every girl and just like be a huge flirt, you know, like he's not a player. And then we have Aurora, and she obviously goes to the same university, and they meet at a party, and her personality is very much more like kind of like party girl, a little bit more reckless, I would say. She's kind of the type of girl that will act out so that she gets attention. So they are quite different, and both of them have kind of difficult like family backgrounds, which you obviously get to understand as you read the book. But they meet at a party and they have chemistry like straight away, and they definitely like act on the chemistry, but then something happens where they just like go their separate ways. They don't get each other's number, they don't really know how to contact each other, and they go their separate ways for the summer. And both of them end up working at the same summer camp, but they don't know that the other person is going to be there, so they turn up and they're really shocked when they see the other person there. And obviously they already have this chemistry, they already know each other, so they're trying to like figure out what they're supposed to really do, because they're not allowed to date other camp counselors as part of like the camp rules. So it's just like a really fun, like slightly forbidden romance. It's definitely not as forbidden as some other romances, but it does feel pretty lighthearted. It does have like depth to it because the characters do have like very fleshed out backstories, which is nice. But overall it feels pretty lighthearted, but with some good character development. I really, really loved the camp setting. That was done so well, and just like such a fun place to have a romance because there's so many activities you can do. And then they're obviously camp counselors, so there's like kids kind of just like messing with them, which is really funny. And I think one thing that I love in Hannah Grace's writing, at least in Icebreaker and then also in Wildfire, is how she does like found family and like friendship groups. I think she just does it so well. Like you just fall in love with every single side character, and I'm really excited to continue reading this series. I think it's really good. I don't think it's going to be like a 5-star series for me, but I definitely know it will be for other people. It definitely has a decent amount of spice to it, but I had a lot of fun with this, and I'm excited for all of you to get your hands on it. I think a lot of people are just going to absolutely love this, and also love Aurora and Russ, and I'm already excited for the next one. So 2 very successful reads this week. I had a lot of fun with both of those, and I think I'm just going to end off this weekly vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed spending the week with me. I always love hanging out with you, and I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.